So it's actually very disappointing that one Oluwasegun Gbemileke Ajibare, through his platform AjibareTalks on TikTok and then of course on Facebook, has chosen to push a narrative that simply does not reflect the reality on ground. So just to give you a background to who this guy is, he's just an individual who has consistently been known for pushing narratives that are negative and are bent on demarketing individuals or demarketing the government. I mean, even though he claims to be a social media activist or somebody who pushes for certain terms of values, his actions and his behaviors are certainly very far from it. So the interesting fact is he decided to speak about Senator Sadiq Suleiman Umar, a senator representing Kwara North senatorial district, who has been in the Senate from the 9th Assembly to the 10th Assembly. So, I mean, clearly he hasn't done any research. So whoever hired him for this job clearly just gave him information and paid him. So he took that information and then went to the media. He didn't know that he was basically digging, a pit that he himself and his entire career and brand will be falling into very shortly. So I'd like to just take this opportunity to educate, first of all, Oluwasegun Ajibare, and then of course for the rest of the people, because Kwara Northerners obviously are laughing since they saw this content and they are very, very surprised that somebody who is expected to have known his onions would actually do this kind of very shady job. So we all know that for the past 6 years, distinguished Senator Sadiq Suleiman Umar has represented Kwara North senatorial district, and he has done that with courage and visibility, and of course very clear results. From the 9th Assembly to the 10th Assembly, this man's legislative footprints have been very clear and consistent, and he's a very people-centered person. You can see that in the bills that he has sponsored, and some of the critical bills that he has supported, and how he has facilitated development projects across Kwara North. And of course, he has empowered thousands of constituents, and he has remained one of the most accessible voices for his people at the National Assembly. So anybody who has the track record of what not just senatorial but National Assembly representation has been in Kwara North will know that the region has never seen some of the things that have happened within the last 6 years that this man has taken over to lead at this level. And of course, Ajibare's decision to suggest otherwise is just very misleading, and it ignores the documented achievements which every Kwara Northerner, whether in Kayama, Barotin, Edu, Patigi or Moro, is aware of. And yes, Kwara North, like many other parts of Nigeria, are facing security challenges. Nobody has disagreed with this. In fact, if there's anybody who has agreed more, it has been Senator Sadiq. And to put the blame of the challenges of the region on the legislator, who has consistently spoken up, moved motions, engaged security stakeholders, and stood firmly with his people, is unfair and intellectually very dishonest and very lame, because leadership is not silence. Leadership is showing up. Leadership is fighting for your people. And even when the odds are tough, this man just fights for his people. Most of us have watched his videos, we've seen his commentaries, and we've seen some of the work that he has been able to put in. Look at what he's done in the area of education. Look at what he's done in the area of healthcare, in the area of human capacity development. He has even gone beyond just Kwara North to support the greater development of the entire state. So I really am wondering up till now where Ajibare is getting his information from. So maybe he may want to come out and talk to us. He may want to tell Kwarans where he's getting his information from, because for everybody, both those who are within the ruling party where he is from and those who are even in the opposition have come out openly to say that beyond every form of prejudice, Senator Sadiq Suleiman Umar is one of the best performing legislators of the 9th and the 10th Assemblies, and unquestionably one of the most impactful representatives in the history of Kwara State. Kwara Northerners know this. Nigerians who follow the legislative performance of this man know this. So Ajibare Oluwasegun Gbemileke, you can do better.